Welcome to the Pearson EdXL English Language 2.0 Exam Skills Series. The exam series takes a skills-based approach. In this video, we're going to focus on transactional writing. In this video, we're going to explain what is meant by the skill of transactional writing and explore what the examiner is looking for when answering a transactional writing question. For the purpose of the exam videos, we're going to be using the Summer 2024 series exam papers. Let's start off by looking at what is transactional writing. In the context of your GCSE English Language exam, transactional writing is writing that communicates clearly and effectively for a specific purpose and audience. It aims to inform, persuade, explain, or argue using appropriate tones, structure, and language techniques. We see this in Assessment Objective 5 and 6. AO5 asks us to communicate clearly, effectively, and imaginatively, selecting and adapting tone, style, register for different forms, purposes, and audiences. We're also asked to organise information and ideas using structural and grammatical features to support coherence and cohesion of text. AO6 asks us to use a range of vocabulary and sentence structures for clarity, purpose, and effect, with accurate spelling and punctuation. This is one of two types of writing you'll be asked to carry out across the two papers. Transactional writing is only seen in paper 1. It's a skill that you'll use both in your exam and across many other contexts outside of the English GCSE. The mark breakdown is slightly different to the reading questions. You're awarded up to 40 marks on this question alone, which makes up half of the paper. 24 marks are awarded for content and organisation, and 16 marks are awarded for vocabulary, spelling, punctuation, and grammar. There are a range of texts that you could be asked to write for the transactional writing question, such as an article, blog, formal email, letter, report, review, text for speech, section for guide, textbook, leaflet, or booklet. Let's take a look at this question together. In the exam, you'll be given a choice between two questions, question 7 and question 8. It's really important to remember not to complete both questions. You should only choose one of the two options. Each question will specify a type of writing, for example, in this case, a blog or an article, along with a clear purpose. You'll also receive additional guidance, such as opening sentences or bullet points with suggestions. After this, you'll also see a planning box. Your plan itself is not marked, but it does help you to organise your ideas, and it can also help the examiner to understand your thinking. There is no single correct way to plan. It is whatever works best for you. Some students prefer lists and others prefer mind maps. Let's look at what the examiner is looking for in a transactional writing question. They're looking for you to communicate clearly and effectively for a specific purpose and audience. You need to make sure your writing fits the task, whether you're informing, persuading, or advising, and it needs to speak directly to the intended reader. Use language and ideas that suit who you are writing for. Avoid anything too complicated or too casual, depending on your context. Structuring your writing logically using paragraphs and cohesive devices. Organising your ideas into clear paragraphs, each with one focused main point. Use linking words and phrases to make your writing flow smoothly from one idea to the next. Using varied and precise vocabulary along with different sentence structures. This helps to engage the reader. Avoid repeating the same words or simple sentences. Use a mixture of short and long sentences, and use interesting specific vocabulary to make sure the reader remains engaged. Demonstrate accurate spelling, punctuation, and grammar to ensure clarity. Errors can confuse a reader and distract from your message, so be careful to take the time to check through your work. Finally, adapting your tone and style to suit the audience and the specific context and the reader. Whether the task requires a formal report or a friendly letter, make sure your tone matches. This helps your writing to feel more natural and appropriate. Let's take a look at a response together. The following response was written by a student during their actual exam, and it's really important to note that this is only part of a full response, but does give us a clear insight. Overall, the student achieved a level 4 response. Pause the screen to read. We're going to look at a beginning, a middle, and the end of this particular piece to demonstrate a range of skills. Here we can see that the student has helped to set the scene for the reader by using clear first person and advising what the text is going to explore. Next, we see how the student has structured their writing logically using paragraphs and devices. They've used subheadings to clearly separate each point they're discussing, and in this case, the focus is on money. This organisation helps the reader to follow the ideas clearly and shows a logical structure. They've used language features for effect, such as rule of three and statistics. This student includes the rule of three to emphasise key points, making their writing more persuasive and memorable. They've also included statistics to support their argument and add credibility. They've adapted their tone to suit the audience. The tone and style are appropriate for this particular task. They adjust their language to engage the reader effectively, whether that means being formal, informal, persuasive, or informative. Finally, this is the end of the student's response. They bring the blog to a close by adding a clear conclusion that encourages the reader to reflect on what they have read. They achieve this through the use of emotive language and thoughtful vocabulary. They continue to use language features such as statistics to reinforce their points and add authority. Throughout, they demonstrate accurate spelling, punctuation, and grammar, which ensures their writing is clear and easy to understand. Here are a few top tips to bear in mind when you're tackling the transactional writing question. Plan your structure carefully. Outline your key main points before writing. Use paragraphs to organise your ideas logically, making it easier for the reader to understand and follow your message. Use varied vocabulary and sentence types. Include precise and varied word choices, along with a mix of short, impactful sentences and longer, detailed ones to keep your writing engaging and dynamic. Matching your tone and style to the audience. Think about who will read your writing and why. Use a formal, persuasive, or friendly tone as needed to be able to connect effectively with your reader. Finally, and most importantly, give yourself time at the end for a final proofread to check for accuracy and clarity. Always proofread your work, correct any spelling, punctuation, and grammar mistakes where possible. Clear writing helps your ideas to come across strongly and professionally. So that's transactional writing. Remember, strong transactional writing combines clear organisation, appropriate tone, precise vocabulary, and accurate spelling, punctuation, and grammar, all working together to make your message powerful and easy to understand. Thanks for watching this Pearson EdExcel English Language 2.0 video, and we'll see you next time.